Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll be introducing a catalog of men who give women feelings of discomfort and fear. Participants in a women's forum have shared posts about the extremely misguided words and actions of men they've encountered. Please watch while checking if similar men exist around you, and for male viewers, whether you might be engaging in such behaviors yourself. Now let's get started.
When a male acquaintance I wasn't even dating told me, "Let's break up," my brain froze.
What? That's terrifying.
Definitely a case of suspected mental illness.
There's a man who gets jealous of me even though we're not dating.
I've also had a non-boyfriend tell me, "Don't talk to other guys."
A coworker I've never even had a meal with sent me a selfie with, "I love you."
After rejecting a confession, I was told, "I'll sue you for power harassment."
You should have countered with, "Then I'll sue you for sexual harassment."
A male coworker who mistook my pale complexion from drinking too much for having cried all night suddenly patted my head.
So disgusting. Makes me want to vomit.
People who brag about being confessed to or past relationships. My 50-year-old single boss said, "I'm not unable to marry, I choose not to. Get it? I hate being tied down by women. You can tell, right? That I'm popular. Just shut up."
In college, when I rejected a senior at my part-time job, he said, "Another girl actually told me to confess to you." So lame.
His pride can't handle rejection, so he makes excuses, but it's just pathetic.
A guy the first had zero interest and suddenly said, "I like someone else," as if to restrain me. We only exchanged greetings in passing. What was he imagining?
Maybe he was fishing for a reaction.
When I properly reacted like you wanted, he said, "But we make eye contact, right?"
What's wrong with him?
2 weeks later, when I announced my engagement to a long-term partner, he looked shocked.
It's rarer not to make eye contact when greeting coworkers.
Maybe the person he really likes won't even look at him.
When I got married, a 40-something coworker said, "Tell me when you get pregnant." Why would I need to tell him?
Tell me when the baby's born would be weird enough, but tell me when you get pregnant is downright creepy.
I'm 29 and pregnant. A 50-something man from my class asked me out. He knew about my pregnancy despite barely talking.
How did he know? That's not just creepy but terrifying.
At 19, while teaching a 40-something boss work methods, he said, "You're cute. I'd marry you," in a condescending tone. I quit 2 days later.
Got seriously liked by a boss 20-plus years older.
Please treasure your wife and kids.
He said, "I'll divorce my wife, marry me." His kids were still in elementary school. Like I'd ever marry you.
Being seriously romantically targeted by a superior is both sexual and power harassment. Many mistakenly think romantic feelings aren't harassment, it's extremely malicious. Especially if married.
Men with slight authority immediately get delusional. They reach their position just by being old. They should fix their thinking before being abandoned by their families.
A man performed an original song he wrote for me.
Sent me photos with and without a new hat he bought.
A coworker set my photo as his phone wallpaper.
Said, "You appeared in my dream last night. My heart's racing." When passing at work, the phrasing was so creepy it gave me goosebumps.
Got a birthday gift at work from a non-boyfriend with a note saying, "Sorry it's late."
A coworker came in on his day off to say, "It's your birthday, right?" Left cake in the common area. There was a card and pen with my initials too.
Can't understand the nerve to do such things without dating.
So confused. He waited outside work to ambush me. I ran away scared.
After breaking up, a barely known coworker hugged me saying, "How about me?"
Too much drama influence.
That's terrifying.
A friend said an older coworker did the same. Gave me chills.
A friend got suddenly hugged from behind by a first-time meeting guy saying, "I like you," after a mixer.
There's a certain number of men influenced by shoujo manga. Had experiences with head patting or forehead flicks. Just feels gross when it's someone you dislike.
A 10 years older coworker did shoujo manga-like things. When I said, "Stop," he replied, "Don't girls usually like this?" Saying, "Not at all," he insisted, "No, all girls secretly like it."
What era is he living in? No one likes that. Why should I let some guy the first dislike touch my head unprompted? The assumption that, of course she likes it, is creepy.
In college, a classmate who imagined mutual feelings suddenly groped my chest.
Skipped all normal steps. Suspect intellectual disability. Could be arrested.
Genuine sex offender.
A man who liked visual type bands had terrible fashion, baggy low-rise pants, rabbit print shirts. The worst was wearing a Demon Slayer-inspired cloak to the movie. So embarrassing.
A 15 years older boss, blushing and stammering, asked, "Can I call you by first name now?" after I just helped with overtime. He'd never had a girlfriend but suddenly acted overly familiar, telling coworkers we were dating, like we'd slept together.
Probably never interacted with women before. Easily delusional.
Thought, helping with overtime equals romantic interest. Scary. Be careful it doesn't escalate.
As a nurse, elderly patients treat me like free hostesses after being assigned to them.
At a car dealership, a regular older customer comes weekly for free drinks and girl talk, treating staff like free hostesses.
A middle-aged fisherman opened his mouth saying, "Feed me fruit," when we were alone. So gross.
During matchmaking, a much older man counted my age gap rejection with, "I'm still vigorous at night. Can keep up with young men."
After changing to a Rizarden phone case, a 50-something boss said, "I know this." When I said, "I like Charizard," he showed up with a Cabigan case next week. I immediately threw mine away.
Poor innocent Rizarden.
An older man at the pool kept giving unsolicited training advice after one conversation. Had to get staff to intervene. Now I ignore all such men.
They never approach older women or men with bad form.
Some men brag about penis size, thinking it attracts women.
Just imagining it makes me nauseous.
That, brag, makes no sense. Not impressive at all.
Experienced all variations. Want to see my dick? Should I send dick pics? Unsolicited dick pics?
A former 40-something coworker messaged, "Long time. Found anyone at your new job? I'm available for sex anytime. Found my contact info on my resume." More angry than creeped out.
Send those screenshots to HR. Violates privacy laws.
The company's management is likely incompetent though.
Reading this forum shows how many delusional creepy men exist. Chilling.
Realizing how many pathetic men mistake basic kindness for romantic interest. Need to be careful.
Probably thinks, "I effortlessly captivate women. What a sinful man I am."
Being kind makes older men develop feelings, while being cold gets you labeled bad at relationships. Lose-lose.
Interacting with older men is predetermined loss for women. Best to be cold.
Definitely better than having them develop misguided feelings.
That's all for today. We saw various patterns: men who think they're cool, men who imagine mutual attraction, men who think women want well-endowed men. Recently in Japan, due to democratization of shoujo manga tropes, average men imitate prince-like behaviors, increasing female victims. Many Japanese men forget the cruel truth. This only works if you're handsome. When approaching Japanese women, communicate within your actual social standing. We'll keep revealing Japan's hidden truths, so please subscribe, like, and tip. See you next time. Bye.